Apologies for that. We should be live now. So, YouTube is really playing up for me. Right, yeah, apologies for that. We should be live now. Again. I'm going to tell you. Right, sorry about that. Apologies, we should be going now, yeah? Okay, we are good. Okay, right, we're back. Right. Let me just see if we can find some info for you. I could do some stuff in the background first, but hold on tight. I'll get some more info for you as soon as I can. Just waiting for some more info to come through. I'll let you know as soon as I get anything.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Anyone got any idea in the chat what sort of sentence you get at all? Have a guess. Be anywhere between 5 and 10 years. He was acquitted of racketeering, wasn't he?
How you doing? I said, yeah. How you doing? See you, man.
So he's been in jail for a year at the moment. September the 15th last year he was arrested, I believe. Around that time. How was the stream? Is it looking alright? And you can hear me?
You know, following Big Mike on TikTok.
Henry, welcome. Surfing Rob. I'm picking up the American accent. Yeah, sorry you can't hear me that well. Could be anywhere. Well, they're saying anywhere. Diddy's solicitors want him out now, released, because of time served, but minimum 5 years, maximum could be 11. Not exactly sure. I don't know who this is now to arriving.
Come back.
So it could be members of family arriving now.
How you guys feeling today?
Justice or injustice today for you? What y'all think? Justice or injustice?
I don't recognise any of these. I wouldn't recognise any of them anyway. So let me know in the comments. I think it's family. More people turning up.
How are you feeling this morning?
You coming home?
I'm at home at the moment, Rob. Anyone recognise any of these people going in? Yeah. Got some more vehicles coming.
Back up a little bit. Yeah, guys, back up a little bit, please.
Hit that like button, please, guys.
No.
Afternoon, Mary. No, not missed anything. So we're getting a sentencing of Sean DIDDY Combs. Sentencing decision, New York District Court.
Christian, what up? Christian, justice or injustice today? I'll be right here when you get back.
I'll get more on phone possibly.
Lucci, what up, man?
How you feel today, Luigi?
Lisa. Justice or injustice today? What y'all think?
Apparently it's going to be at 3 o'clock. We're supposed to hear the sentencing, so we should hear just after.
Oh shit.
And more glamorous people watching.
Yeah. I can hear some when the camera goes towards the crowd, you can hear some people shouting. I think I don't know what they're shouting. Oh no. I've got no control over this camera angle, I'm afraid. Hopefully we go get a picture of the crowd. Doesn't seem to be many people there. I think they're mainly reporters. There's probably 20, 30 reporters there with cameras. We know, Mary, that his solicitors, Diddy's solicitors, want him released straight away. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. There's talk of him getting between a 5 and 11 year sentence. Okay, we've got a different angle now. Yeah.
Don't wait on line. Straight on.
It's a bit, so the polls at the moment are out and it's very spread out about what people think the sentence he's going to get. Is sort of like a quarter of the people say time served goes free, then a quarter of them say less than 5 years, 5 to 10 years, more than 10 years. So it's most of them, only slightly, are going for less than 5 years this sentence. So we will see.
So whatever he buy nobody, bro. He buy nobody, man. I was talking, I'm doing what I have to do.
I don't know who he is.
Like, don't touch me, don't touch me. I was like, I'm not touching you. You're touching me. I walked across the street. She followed me.
So at any point did you break down?
No, she's throwing up her hands on like this to defend myself. I use justification to defend myself.
He attacked you with the
Yes, from on your property to across the street. From your property to across the street. Anything else?
So
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Okay, sorry, the pictures froze a bit. Gone back to another camera. We should do. Come on. Bear with us. Bear with us. We are still here. I hope I don't lose this stream. Hold tight. We are still here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. The camera's come back. I should be able to read you out what's going on. Tell you what's going on as well. Okay. Okay. So bear with me. So yeah, US wants 11 years. He wants time served. There'll be at least 4 lawyers. Today he has a video and at least 4 lawyers to speak. Opposed Mia, but she will speak. Last week's thread. As Combs' lawyer mill around, he has still not been brought out. The US Marshal brings out a big sheath of papers and a red book. Picks up a chair to search underneath. All clear. Okay.
Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the right microphone. This is you hear me in the correct microphone. So P. Diddy is inside. P. Diddy is inside. He's before the judge. He's about to be sentenced.
Is he actually there? No, there hasn't been.
At the courthouse, P. Diddy is inside before the judge. He's about to speak. The judge will render his sentence.
Okay. Apparently the sentencing has started. Okay. Let me know if you can still hear me in the chat, please, guys. Just to confirm. Okay, you're getting it here straight away before even other news resources. Alright, cheers, Mary. Thank you. No, I doubt. No, we won't get to see inside the court. There's other news agencies out there. I'm just reading out what I read to you about 2 minutes ago. So we're well ahead of them at the moment. So the audio's cut off for a minute. Get any more info? We should do in a minute. So obviously some people turning up still. Why are they turning up at 1 minute past 3? Or, well, 1 minute past 10. It's a 10 o'clock hearing. Sentence, yeah. Ready to go. Yeah. Cheers, Mary. Oh God, I am. So it was about 5 minutes ago. Combs' lawyer, Mark and Alfilgo, and Brian Steele were talking low next to the lectern. Alexander Shapiro stands with Nicole Westmoreland. The prosecutors are seated at the front of the table. -1, Maureen Coomey. Or Coomey. Just waiting for a further update. That's the latest we got so far. So obviously they're going to play a video. 4 lawyers are going to speak. Mia will speak. See if I can upload a decent thumbnail. But no, YouTube, it won't let me. Because it doesn't work properly. Change. Doesn't let me, is it? No. No further updates at the moment.
Now, earlier this morning, we saw Eddie's mother arriving to the courthouse, and that was not long before his children got here. The early minutes of this hearing expected to be technical with the judge.
Good morning. Welcome to the AP News live stream of the Sean DIDDY Combs sentencing. We're here at federal court in Lower Manhattan, the building behind me where the 55-year-old Combs will learn his fate. Prosecutors are pushing for at least 11 years behind bars. Combs' attorneys say it should be 14 months. He's already served 13 months in jail while he was awaiting his trial, during his trial, and then while he was awaiting his sentencing. He had asked for bail. He had asked to be let out on bail, but the judge declined. So now he's going to find out what his fate will be. His family is here as well. They arrived a short time ago. 6 of his 7 children and his 84-year-old mother. They all emerged from vans in front of the courthouse. There was a big push for media to get to them. They were behind barricades as the family walked in. They've been here through much of the trial to support him. His mother here every day to support him. She wrote a letter to the judge asking for leniency, saying she knows her son is not perfect, but he deserves to be let out to spend what time she has left as an 84-year-old with her and with the rest of his family, his children. Several of his children also wrote letters to the judge, and Sean Diddy Combs wrote a letter to the judge saying that he's sorry for what he did. He knows just saying sorry is not enough, but he says he's a reformed man. He won't be back in criminal court again, and that he feels like he's ready to be let out and move on with his life. He wants to be back with his family, to be a father to his children. At the same time, Cassie, his former girlfriend, who was one of the prosecution's star witness against him, also wrote her own letter to the judge saying Combs is not a reformed man and that he should be put in prison. He should not be let out. The judge having to weigh a lot of letters from people, and also we'll hear from Sean Diddy Combs in court. He's going to have his chance to address the judge directly. The defense will also have a chance to address the judge, as will the prosecution. And then Combs made a video. It's an 11-minute video. It goes over his life, his music career, his bad boy entertainment producing career. It
just waiting for
shows
Combs to be
the
brought
schools
out
in Harlem, the charter
into the
schools
court
that he opened. It's just basically an overview of his life, painting him in a picture that he hopes will be favorable to the judge to let him out. Now, again, I mentioned Cassie earlier, his former girlfriend. Of course, Combs was convicted on 2 counts of the Mann Act for flying around his girlfriends and male escorts for the purpose of sex. Those are prostitution-related charges. They carry a sentence of 10 years in prison each. He was convicted of 2 of those Mann Act charges. He was acquitted on the more serious charges that would have landed him in prison for the rest of his life. That was sex trafficking and also racketeering, the RICO Act. Now, the jury acquitted him of those 2 more serious charges. Now, again, he's expected to address the judge and address the courtroom where his family is now there. And, some of the things we've seen out here, a large crowd in front of the courthouse and a lot of reporters. In fact, people started getting in line for the court Wednesday, sleeping on the street overnight. Those were mainly line sitters, people who wanted to hold the space and sell it for someone else who wanted to actually be in court. Cameras are not allowed in court, so we won't be able to see Sean Diddy Combs, but there will be sketches of him. He's a very different man than what we are used to. He's completely gray. His hair gray, his beard gray, his goatee gray. Hair dye not allowed in court. Hair dye not allowed in jail. One thing he has told the judge in his letter is that he is a reformed man. He is a changed man. He talked about his time spent in jail teaching other prisoners life skills. That's one of the things he said he's most proud of, that the other prisoners were asking him for advice on business, and he was able to teach a course to them about how to act, how to do business, how to have some life skills. And also he said that he
I wonder where Frank Bruno had been.
How sorry he was for what he did. Now again, he wrote a letter to the judge, and that was released yesterday. And in that letter, he does say that I've had to look in the mirror like never before. My pain became my teacher, my sadness, my motivator. I have to admit my downfall was rooted in my selfishness. So he talked about how he was sorry for the things he did to his ex-girlfriends. We, of course, in court saw that widely publicized video of Diddy beating up Cassie in the hotel hallway. And then Cassie, one of the other things Cassie said in the letter to the judge was that it wasn't until that video came out that Combs finally took accountability for what he did to her. Cassie said prior to that, Sean had denied any physical violence with her, and then once the world saw that video, he actually apologized and said that it wasn't him. Another thing he tells the judge in his letter is that he's been able to be drug
Yeah, it does
and
look off, doesn't it?
alcohol-free for the 13 months he has been in jail. It's been like a substance abuse program for him, and he's never been alcohol and drug-free prior to that. Another thing that he told the judge, I lost my way. I got lost in my journey, lost in the drugs and the excess. So again, in this 4-page letter that he sent to the judge, he's taking responsibility. But Cassie, one of the star witnesses for the prosecution and his former girlfriend, said to the judge in her own letter, no, he's not. He's not sorry. He needs to be held accountable. She wants him to spend
all right, love.
more
Get on
time
with
in
it.
prison.
Move on.
Again, the prosecution asking for 11 plus years.
We're still waiting for Combs
Diddy's
to come
own
out.
lawyers and Diddy saying that he deserves to be out of jail now.
He should be out
He's served
in the
13
court
months.
now.
They only want him to serve 14. Again, we're awaiting word from inside the court where we have 2 reporters to find out exactly what's going
it's
on.
on the
but we
left-hand
believe
side of the
that
screen, that, Mary.
Combs
Hello,
will
Lady
address the
Jane.
court, and we know that there will be an
I should have used a
11-minute
laptop,
video
but I-
of him
yeah.
shown to the judge. The judge weighing what prosecutors want against what Combs' defense team wants. Combs learning his sentence. Outside federal court in Lower Manhattan, I'm Julie Walker. Stay with
Oh, thank God for that. We're getting
APnews.com
away from that.
and our AP app for more information on the Sean Diddy Combs sentencing.
Apologies for that. I can't turn the volume down on her. I could if I was on a laptop, but I'm not, I'm afraid. So, 10:11 a.m. Sean Combs is brought in a white shirt. He puts his papers under the table, leans back, blows a kiss to the gallery. His mother, Brian, still standing next to him, whispering in his ear. Exclusive before everyone else out there, even streaming themselves. News agencies out there. Have that. Have that. And they're just reporting on what I just said. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, they did leak their sources to me, but I'm just keeping a closer eye on their source. So let's see what any comments. Cocky for now, someone saying. Free Diddy, he doesn't deserve 11 years. A blowing kisses is crazy. Hear the same old poof. I heard this could take hours. So yeah, everyone's like Free Diddy. God, they're a bunch of strange people. Let's just say that. Let's just say strange people. Mine's 57 varieties. Yes, Mary. Okay, let's see if we can get any more transcripts. "11-minute video going to be played. Right, they're trying to, show the judge what his life would be like if he's not inside, incarcerated. So apologies if I not keep up with the chat. I'm flicking between websites, etc. I'm not going to sit here repeating things. You just get boring for you. Even though there's not a lot to tell you at the moment. Don't forget, hit that like button, please. Mia is a pseudonym for an ex-personal assistant, apparently, okay? So if I refer to Mia at all, you'll know it's an ex-personal assistant of Diddy's. No update so far. God, you know what? He just said that as well. God. I've just had the chef message me and let me know what's for dinner. We're going to have burgers by the look of it. Yeah, I'm definitely Mary. Definitely. There's a reporter that I'm reading out from. His name's Matthew. He's in the courtroom as well at the moment. 10:17. All rise. Clerk, this is US versus Sean Combs. Judge Subban, something like that. Do we have a signed order or forfeiture? AUSA Slavic. Yes, I'm handing it up, Judge. First, I'll go over that I have received pre-sentencing reports. I'll hear from the parties. Sorry, I've got someone else talking in my ear and it's putting me off what I'm trying to read out. So I'm streaming, I'm looking at the YouTube chat, listening to someone else's report and trying to read off another one. So, yeah, they're handing up the papers, the pre-sentencing reports, etc. And we'll be going from there. Jimmy, afternoon, my friend. Hope you're well. You rest up, mate. Judge, I've received the defence's reply memo of October the 2nd and the letter from Mr. Combs and the video defence plans to play here in court. I appreciate the letters. I've received the government's letters from Miss Ventura and others. I appreciate them. That was what the judge said 1 minute ago in the US District Court with Sean DIDDY Combs sentencing. No worries, mate. Yeah, you take it easy. Light sky, fish and chip Friday. Yes, this is true. But it's getting very expensive, cod and chips these days, doesn't it? Or haddock or whatever. Right, what else we got? That's it up to the moment. So that was 1 minute ago. What I just said, what the judge quoted, okay? Oh, okay, mate. You are hidden from the channel. Goodbye. You've been deported. Yeah, we got rid of that one. Let's see what Trump's posted. I'm just going to get told what Trump has posted somewhere. Hold on. Oh, he's talking about Hamas and bits. He says, last chance agreement for Hamas. A lot of countries have signed. It needs to be agreed by Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Or basically he's saying, all hell's gonna break loose. Yeah? That was a side note there. What we got? We're going to submit a course evaluation from the MDC. We don't have a copy, please. We don't have a copy, the judge. Please give her one. Slavic. Mia no longer wishes to address the court here today, in part due to the letter submitted by the defence. Bullying. Okay. Yeah. What is from Matthew. So I'll say that again. Mia no longer wishes to address the court here today, in part due to the letter submitted by the defence. And then bullying, they're saying. Alright? Alright, Light Sky, no worries. Right, cigarette. Oh. I'll let you guys know as well. What's that? I will be live tomorrow in London, okay? Alright? So, I will be live tomorrow lunchtime in London. I'm not advertising that out, though. You know what I mean? So, let's see what else has been said. We think the defence's letter violated Your Honour's rules. Judge, I thought the tone was inappropriate and it should not happen again. Anyone beyond Mr. Combs. Combs still, the Reverend and the Combs children will come up and stand together. Okay, right. Yeah, we'll do. Okay. We'll do, Mary. There is a workaround on that, Mary, but I don't give out my secrets anymore. Everyone can work it out for themselves. Okay. If I can actually copy that, I can't. No. Stupid thing. Judge says, but I can allow them, correct? As I overruled the defence wanting to exclude Mia. Slavic says, within your discretion, Judge, Mr. Steele, okay, for the children of Dr. Johnson, still, Reverend Doctor, Judge, I'll think about the others. Oh, they've sort of lost me on that bit now. It's Blackthorn. I think it's about some paperwork, etc. And Mia, the pseudonym for the personal assistant to Diddy, was supposed to stand and give evidence, I believe, but she's not now. Maybe they've sort of stopped that. I think this might come to light in a minute. Yeah, as the judge said, but I can allow them, correct, as I overruled the defence wanting to exclude Mia. Okay. Okay, and the judge is going to allow Diddy's children to speak. Okay, right. Why? I don't know why. No worries, Blackthorn. I'm sort of losing a little bit myself, but I'm sure it will be published later, Mary. Does it sound like I'm shouting? No, okay, right. Yeah, it's not picking me up very well, this mic. Don't know why. Right, let's have a refresh. Okay, nothing as of yet. Okay, still nothing. Okay, good. Another update. Hold on. Another update coming in. Right. Judge, acquitted conduct can be considered. See US versus Vaughan. 2D circuit and other cases. Even manners that cannot be considered for the guidelines can be considered under 3553 in brackets A. Now the US objections. They argue for the criminal sexual abuse guideline. So they argue for the criminal sexual abuse guideline. I've got to be careful about how many times I say certain words. Oh. And here comes Bear. Oh no, you're too early, mate. You have to wait a bit. Yeah. I did actually say the two words on live stream the other day. Nothing got flagged up. I only said it the once though. Yeah? Yeah. I gotcha. Here comes the rain as well. Okay, no update as of yet. A bit backwards and forwards at the moment. Actually, before I do commit to tomorrow going into London, I will check the weather. Alright. Yep, gotcha, Mary, yeah. No update as of yet. Good boy, lay down. That's it, go on, lay down. Good boy. Yep. What about these nuts? Okay, still no update. Oh, yeah. Well, we got a lot of rain here at the moment, apparently. And I think, yeah, all over the whole country. Up north they're getting it heavier. Just a little weather update for you. Let's see if we've got anything else. Judge, there will be a little precedent on what type of threat is required, but bodily harm makes most sense. Concrete harms to force Jane and Miss Ventura to engage in acts. Does this conduct establish the convicted conduct? There was the flight from Cannes. Or from Cannes, sorry. So I'll do that again. Judge said there is little precedent on what type of threat is required, but bodily harm makes most sense. Concrete harms to force Jane and Miss Ventura to engage in acts. Yeah. Does this conduct establish the convicted conduct? Question mark. There was the flight from Cannes. Don't know about the flight from Cannes. I can't tell you about what happened on that. So I don't know. Judge, did that meet the requirement of bodily harm threat? There was evidence of that in the case with respect to the hotel nights and the freak-offs. But in light of the constitutional questions raised, the court declines to apply the cross-references, but, and then 3553 in brackets A, referring to something. Alright. Hello, Mrs. J. Good afternoon. That's checking deep. Oh, right, okay. So I'll do that one again, that last one from the judge. Did that meet the requirement of bodily harm threat? Question mark. There was evidence of that in the case. With respect to the hotel nights and freak-offs, with respect to the hotel nights and freak-offs, but in light of the constitutional questions raised, the court declines to apply the cross-references, but 3553 in brackets A. Don't know what that goes to. I will update in a second when we get it. I hope we get this wrapped up by 4 o'clock. Yeah, I've done between 5 and 10 years, I'm estimating. I think a lot of people are estimating that, Mrs. J. There's a lot of people that want him to go free. Okay, since I consider it under 3553 in brackets A, it does not impact the sentence. Next, Mr. Combs marking of pads as legal. That was troubling, but the intention is not clear. The government could have pushed to clarify it, so I will not imply the enhancement. Okay? So the judge said again, since I consider it under 3553A, it does not impact the sentence. Next, Mr. Combs' marking of pads as legal. That was troubling, but the intention is not clear. The government could have pushed to clarify it, so I will not apply the enhancement. Okay? Max 11, yeah, I think minimum's going to be 5, I think. Or, well, actually the minimum could be walking free because he's served time already. Yeah. He's been incarcerated already for a year, hasn't he? I think they call it that. Judge, the government objects to probation not considering Jane and Miss Ventura are vulnerable victims. I overrule this. What made Combs' coercion effective was their condition. Anyway, the court would reach the same conclusion. Now Mr. Combs' objections. We're rolling with this now. We're getting into flow. So we're listening to Diddy's objections now. Probably having cold turkey from no baby oil. Oh, I missed that. Judge, Mr. Combs objects to characterising Miss Ventura and Jane as a victim. That is overruled. Mr. Combs also objects to the escorts were characterised as victims. That is also overruled. They were transported for the purpose of engaging in commercial, let's say, mating. Yeah? Intercourse. Yeah? If you know, pick the word out. Alright? I'll read that one again for you. This was literally a minute ago. The judge said Mr. Combs objects to characterising Miss Ventura and Jane as victim. That is overruled. Mr. Combs also objects to the escorts were characterised as victims. That is also overruled. They were transported for the purpose of engaging in commercial intercourse. Okay, so right. Judge, there was Jules and Paul and Gabrielle, Jules, Reggie and Rico. As to coercion, when something, if voluntary, it is uncompelled, that is from Black Law's dictionary. It's a broad concept. The threat to release videos and to Jane's home, that's coercion. Coercion? Okay. I'm just going to turn the heating down. Jesus. Go on your bed. On your bed. Good boy. Good boy. On your bed. on your bed. Right, what else we got? Okay, nothing yet. Okay, nothing from what I just said a minute ago. Snapping the salami is not allowed. No. Yeah, his sound looks like it, Blackthorn. Yeah, it looks like he's definitely going to get time. Just see if there should be an update. No, nothing. No, nothing yet. Can you move away, Bear? Your breath stinks today. You've been eating dog food again. Sounds a bit like Trisha. Right, let's see. We got anything yet? No, no update. A new track, eh? A music. Right, still nothing. Let's see what the people are saying. Contempt and coercion, sure is. Boom like a hammer. Let's go, Judge. One thing about him I know, Cassie's story stayed in his mind. I don't know what that means. I'm glad the judge gets it. Okay. No update as of yet. Rainy day thing. Oh, yeah, we're all good. Friday night. Yeah. Afternoon, Shaz. I'm not going to say anything, all right? I'm not saying anything. Oh dear. Right, let's see if we got an update. No update as of yet. Yeah, nothing on that last. Rain knocks your live off. Right. There's quite a few people outside the courthouse, Mrs. J. There's about 25-30 reporters there at the moment. The rain knocks your live off. Oh, bagel. Might slip out your hand. Oh, hang up. Update you from the DC. In light this morning notification by the council in a minute order. What the fuck is that? Hold on. That's somebody else. Another case, I think. Okay, no update as of yet. No, Mrs. J. Mary had a look at that earlier. I think it's because it's this is a federal court. I think no, Federal District Court? Yeah, I think there's different rules for different courts, isn't there? Is it District Court? Oh, I thought this was a Federal Court. Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, Federal Court, that's it. That's the one. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh. I was late. Okay, let's see if there's an update. And okay, Judge, Mr. Combs said he was paying for time, not intercourse. Yeah. That is contradicted by reality. He has not expressed remorse for transporting people for prostitution. Combs has challenged his guilty full-throatedly, including after trial. Has challenged his guilty full-throatedly, including after trial. Matthew, I hope you're writing that correctly. Right. All right, Mary. Yeah, so, as someone just said, him not doing remorse, it could be a stiffer sentence. Excuse the pun. Judge, Mr. Combs wants to apply 0-point offender provision from 2023, but 2024 on other issues. That is not possible under 2D Circuit's one book rule. Next, Mr. Combs objects to that $5,000 assessment under the statute because there are no victims. Denied. Yeah, he's screwed. Judge, I have a forfeiture order. Is this your signature, Mr. Combs? Combs, yes, sir. Judge, Mr. Steele, did you review it? Combs, Tenny Garagas? I did. Judge, incorporate the order into the judgment in this case. Okay, incorporate the order into the judgment in this case. The forfeiture order. Okay. Andrea, welcome. Yeah, it's looking more than 5, definitely now. Possibly going on towards 11, yes. Okay, what else we got? Have we got anything else? No, nothing yet. Turn that down. Oh. Jackie, good afternoon. 21 watching and 21 likes. Well done. Thank you very much, guys. If you have got away with not hitting that like button, if you could do that for me, please. That'd be much appreciated. And Bear says thank you as well. Right, let's see if we got an update. Here we have. Judge, all remaining objections are overruled. Combs, Garatas, although you say some points don't impact your sentence, it might impact his eligibility for low categorization, that's the one, if you impose an incarceratory sentence. Judge, we can address that, Garagos, if necessary, yeah? So, all remaining objections are overruled. Although you say some points don't impact your sentence, it might impact the eligibility for low categorization if you impose an incarceratory sentence. Alright? We can address that, and then it said, if necessary. Alright? So, we're getting near 4 o'clock. Oh, don't start with your squeaky toy, Bear. Please. No, yeah, look at me like that. Don't, Dad. Not at the moment. I can in a bit. Combs, Alexander Shapiro. I'd like to make some more points. We briefed extensively. Judge, 380 pages. Shapiro. We raised due process, the fairness concerns set forth by the Justice Sotomayor. We believe militate our interpretation and prelude the court under 3553. Alright. Combs Alexander Shapiro says, I'd like to make some more points. We briefed extensively. Judge, 380 pages. Thank you. Shapiro, we raised due process. The fairness concerns set forth by Justice Sotomayor, we believe militate for our interpretation and prelude the court order 3553. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Okay, what else have we got? Any updates? Nothing yet. Stick to the topic. Right, let's see what mate is saying. Overruled all objections. Mary, overruled all objections. I think that's about it, really. In a nutshell. I really should be careful what I say. To be honest, if it was a court over here, we'd probably walk free. Yeah? Don't quote me on that. That's my opinion. They're going to play an 11-minute video, I believe. Good boy. Combs Shapiro, I wanted to... Hold on, let me turn that down so I can concentrate on reading. Thank you. Right. Combs' lawyer Shapiro, I wanted to preserve this for appeal. Should there be any appeal of your sentence, Judge, it is preserved. The PSR says the offence level is 27. I agree with that. The criminal history category is one that leads to the guideline of 70 to 87 months. Okay? Combs, I wanted to preserve this for appeal. Should there be an appeal of your sentence, Judge, it is preserved. The PSR says the offence level is 27. I agree with that. The criminal history category is one that leads to a guideline of 70 to 87 months. Breaking news. Alright? Okay? Breaking news. 70 guidelines of 70 to 87 months. Whether anything else is going to be added on for not sure. Let's see. Okay, Judge, I hear from the government. I'll hear from the government. Slavic, I'd like to respond after the defence as well. Today is about accountability and justice. For 15 years, the victims have been shattered by abuse and exploitation. Okay? The judge said, I'll hear from the government. Slavic said, I'd like to respond after the defence as well. Today is about accountability and justice. For 15 years, the victims' lives have been shattered by abuse and exploitation. Okay? Hot off the press. The ink is still wet. Okay? Oh, Steve's just catching up. Steve, you're too slow, mate. Come on, hurry up. Right, come on, Matthew. Send another bit of info for us. See what we got. Slavic, this is not just a case about freak-offs and hotel rooms. This is about victims hard about... this is what he's writing, okay? This is about victims hard about a man who did horrible things to other people. His currency was control. He weaponized it. All of the 3553 factor point to at least 135 months. So, Slavic, this is not just a case about freak-offs in hotel rooms. This is about victims hard, don't know what that means, about a man who did horrible things to other people. His currency was control. He weaponized it. All of the 3553 factor point to at least 135 months. Come back to your chat. There you go. So it looks like we're getting 11 years. What do you reckon, guys, in the chat? Are we going to go with 11? Here we go. Slavic, the defence accuses us of seeking 135 months, so the court splits the difference. We think probation's recommendation of 63 months does not account sufficiently for the harm to Cassie and Jane. Okay? Slavic says, the defence accuses us of seeking 135 months so that the court splits the difference. We think probation's recommendation of 60 months does not account sufficiently to the harm to Cassie and Jane. Alright? I hope you're keeping with me. I'm going to tell you a story. Okay. And that's it so far. Okay, we will come back in a second. Yeah. Well, let's hope yeah. Make it 25 years, that is. Not months. Years. Yeah. How we doing? How we doing? Yeah, Mrs. J. Definitely. Right. What have we got? Okay, no, nothing yet. No update yet. They might take a break for a little while, I don't know, whether the judge decides, or I don't know whether he's just going to go straight in. Yep. Okay, let's see if there's an update. Yeah, we've got more. Okay, Slavic. The defendant tries to argue this is just a intercourse, drugs, rock and roll lifestyle. But this is a case about transportation for prostitution and violence. The defendant admitted to the violence at trial. The defendant's respect for the law is lip service. Alright? So Slavic says, the defendant tries to argue this is just a intercourse, yeah, drugs and rock and roll lifestyle. But this is the case about transportation and prostitution and violence. The defendant admitted to violence at trial. The defendant's respect for the law is lip service. Alright? Sorry, let me just catch up with something else. Hold on. Bear with me. Oh yeah, I've already done that bit. Why are you going back over it? Why are we going back over that? Right, okay. Okay. Right. Okay, more. Mr. Combs has booked speaking engagements for Miami for next week. That is the height of hubris. Hubris? He did that for 15 years. He did this for 15 years. He was responsible for transporting many escorts. That's a lot of freak-offs and a lot of hotel nights. He knew it was illegal. Alright? Right, of hubris. Hubris. Arky? Is that Mr. I'm still here? Obviously not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What do we got? Oh, okay, same as the last what I've read out, okay? I'm going to put the fan on in there, I'm getting hot. I must be going down with something. Alright, give me 2 secs. Okay, we might have some more. Let's have a look. Being told in my ear. No. Okay, no, nothing yet. All right. So he had speaking engagements booked in Miami for next week. Oh yeah. Please, Judge, let me off. I've got a speaking engagement. You should. Idiot. Yeah, Andrea, I can't. Ugh. Right. What's the matter with you, pest? Hey? Right, yeah, Mum's here now. I'm doing a live stream, alright? Okay, thank you. Did you get burgers? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes, Jimmy, definitely. Yeah, exactly, Mrs. J. Okay, let's see. Okay, no updates for a few minutes now. We must be doing something. Don't tell me I dropped out. No, I haven't. Bear, you didn't just fart, did you, and walk out of here? God. Okay, another update. Slavic. Even in cases that decline to apply the cross-reference, significant sentences are handed down, including in this district. Consider US versus Dylan Jordan in a city who's covered it. He got 60 months, 5 years. Okay, right. Even in cases that decline to apply the cross-reference, significant sentences are handed down, including in this district. And then reference to a previous case. He got 60 months, 5 years. God. Right, nothing yet. Time for me to grab a quick coffee. I'll be 2 seconds. Double espresso.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay, we got anything else? Okay, still nothing else at the moment. Right, still nothing else. So we're just waiting for an update. We're waiting for an update. Apparently I've just been told in my ear that Diddy is going to speak as well in the court. I'm behind. Hold on, an update. Hold on. Okay, they're going back to referring to another case which is irrelevant here, in my mind. Alright. Hold on, Blackthorn. Blackthorn, let's see what you said. Sorry, mate. Just got back. Okay, Blackthorn. Not a lot. They're to and fro in between the defence and the prosecution. They're trying to work out like a sentence, etc. So it's going anywhere between sort of, we estimate between 8 and 11 years. Aren't we, guys, in the chat? Are we sort of come to that conclusion between 8 and 10, 11 years? Between 8 and 11? I'm just going to check, see if there's an update out there. No, nothing yet. I think some of the UK media, no, they're not even reporting on this. No, shock horror. Not. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're looking at between 8 and 11 years off the top of my head. I'm guessing here. Buries one big cat. Yeah. No worries, Blackthorn. No problem. Yeah, I had a big wet cat this morning. Yeah. Right, let's see what's happening. Okay, nothing. Hold on. No. Okay. Nothing relevant. Right. Give him dog food. Max 20? Someone just said the maximum could be 20. What? I don't think that's going to be the case, is it? In this one? Well, you know. Oh, update. Update. Hold on. I've got to refresh it. Okay, they're referring to other cases now. About cases with fear, violence and threats routinely get significant sentences. This is not a simple transportation case, but it has major aggravators. As Cassie, he hit her and stomped on her. So curry and curly fries. Oh. Curry in a hurry. Time for a cigarette. Let me just see if there's any other update. The video from the LA hotel was played many times at trial and it never got easier. As to Jane, he punched her, he slapped her a little over a year ago when he knew he was under federal investigation. At trial, they said they owned the violence. Okay? At trial, they said they owned the violence. Steve's lagging behind again. Hurry up. A big shout out to Matthew as well, who's sending me the info from court. Slavic. Admitting to violence in the front of a jury as part of a trial strategy is not accountability. Freakoffs were extended performances of sexual degradation and humiliation. Yes, I did say that word. Cassie and Jane did not want to have intercourse with strangers. He made them do it. Alright? So admitting to violence in front of the jury as part of a trial strategy is not accountability. Freakoffs were extended performances of intercourse degradation and humiliation. Cassie and Jane did not have intercourse, did not want to have intercourse with strangers. He made them do it. Okay? Oh, shit. Not bad. Slavic. He had an escort urinate in Cassie's mouth until she choked. Her victim impact statement makes her clear she still has nightmares and flashbacks and the scars on her body. Jane's texts make clear her anguish and trauma. I'm not going to repeat that. Not yet there. Just a little bit longer. Alright, mate? Good boy. It's only R4. Yeah. By the way, just to let you know, I'm just reading out what's being said in the call, okay? I have no association with this. I'm just reporting on it. Slavic. Mia, okay, that's the pseudonym for the personal assistant of Diddy, said she got PTSD anxiety. Denault Nash said he was caused lasting damage. Okay. Capricorn Clark says he blacklisted her once she spoke up. Chef Jordan Atkinson wrote how she was impacted. It was real and serious. Thank you, guys. Thank you. He's all right at the moment, but if he gets any more anxious, I will take him out. I'll catch up with you in a sec. He's not doing his pacing bit yet. Oh yeah, good boy, aren't you? Okay, let's see if there's anything else. No update as of yet. Right. I'm trying to keep on it as quick as I can. He's not too worried about wind and rain, to be honest. He don't like it. I mean, what cat does like getting wet?
Good afternoon.
Right,
this is
while you're
AP
listening
News
to her,
live stream
okay,
of the
take him out
Sean
for a
DIDDY
wee,
Combs
okay?
sentencing.
I'll be back
I'm
in a
Julie
minute.
Walker, and we're here right across the street from the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan, where Sean DIDDY Combs is awaiting his sentencing. The 55-year-old music mogul is set to find out how much time he will be sentenced to for the prostitution-related charges he was found guilty of back in July. Combs was acquitted of the more serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. That's the RICO Act. He was found guilty on 2 counts of the Mann Act. Prosecutors want the judge to send him away for 11 years. Combs and his lawyers basically want time served. He's been behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn for about 13 months. Now, prosecutors are blasting Combs for, according to them, booking some speaking engagements in Miami next week, apparently assuming he'd be free to do it, saying that is the height of hubris. The prosecution's recommended 11-year, 3-month sentence reflects the conduct appropriately consistent with other similarly situated defendants and fully respects the jury's verdict. That is what the prosecution is saying. Now, Combs was not, as I said, Combs was convicted of the Mann Act, but he was not convicted of sex trafficking and of racketeering, which he was charged with. Those are the 2 charges that would have carried the maximum sentence of life in prison. As it is, the Mann Act, which is a prostitution-related charge, carries a 10-year sentence in prison. Again, prosecutors want him to be there for 11 years. His lawyers want him out seemingly immediately. He's served 13 months so far. Now, Combs is set to address the court. In a letter to the judge yesterday, he said that he's a changed man. He's a reformed man. He feels like the time he spent at the Metropolitan Detention Center was enough time to change him, to make him a better person. He says in the letter that he knows saying, "I'm sorry," is not enough, but he says he is sorry. Now, Cassie, the prosecution's star witness and Combs' former girlfriend, sent her own letter to the judge saying that he should get the maximum sentence, saying that he's not a changed man, saying that she doesn't believe him, and that when she said that she was assaulted, no one believed her, and he denied it until that infamous video came out of Combs beating up Cassie in the hotel hallway. Several other people have written letters to the judge, members of Combs' family. His mother, she's 84. She says, yes, my son has flaws, but he deserves to be out of jail and spend the rest of his time with her and with his 7 children. 6 of those children are in court now. They are teens and adults. The youngest, who's not there, is a 2-year-old. Those teens and adult children of Combs also wrote letters to the judge, pleading with him to let their father out, saying that he is a good man, that he is a good father, and they want to spend time with him. And in Combs' own letter to the judge, which was 4 pages long, he talked about how he missed his children, how he missed important events with them, taking one to college, graduation, other events that he missed that were family time. And again, saying that he's changed, that one of the things that happened to him while he was in jail was that he was able to get off of drugs and able to get off of alcohol. He says he's been drug and alcohol free for 13 months, even though those things can be found in jail at times because they're smuggled in. He says he's not doing any drugs or any alcohol. He also told the judge in his letter that he believes that he will never be back in criminal court again, that he is leaving those ways behind him. He said he was appalled by the things that he had done, and again apologized for them. Now, one of the people who was set to speak today is no longer speaking. That's a former assistant, and she testified under the pseudonym Mia. And she had said that she's no longer speaking because prosecutors say she's no longer speaking because she felt intimidated by the defense after they wrote a letter to the judge. Now, the people who are speaking or who are supposed to speak are his children and two doctors who treated Combs and Combs himself.
We're back.
You know, the trial took 6 weeks, just a little over 6 weeks, actually almost 2 months. We were done, though, by July 4th. So Combs has been waiting for sentencing since the beginning of July, and he's been waiting in jail. He asked for bail and was denied by the same judge. He asked for bail more than once and was denied. So it doesn't seem likely he'll be getting out anytime soon. However, no one knows. I mean, it's a big guessing game. And I just heard a cheer go up from the crowd behind me. And I'm not quite sure what's happening in court at this very moment. We do have reporters in court. I am waiting to get an update from them as we speak. But a cheer did go up from the crowd outside court. Now, the line to get into court started forming Wednesday. There were line sitters out here holding spaces for people willing to pay them. There were more line sitters on Thursday when we were here, and then when we got here at 6 a.m., there were people already outside court lined up to get in. That's the only way you're able to see what's happening, because none of the proceedings are broadcast. There are no cameras in court.
I'll wait until she's finished blabbing on.
And I think I'm hearing that there's a 5-minute break in court, and maybe that's why people were cheering. I'm not 100% sure. We did hear that cheer go up from outside court. Now, during the trial, I was here, and there was always a crowd outside court. There were always people cheering for something. So it's still not 100% sure, because the judge has a lot to go through and to get through before he's even sentenced. I want you to take a look at the media. There's a huge lineup of media here in front of the court. And this case has drawn national, if not international attention, because Sean DIDDY Combs is a music mogul. He ran Bad Boy, the music company. He produced people like Biggie, Smalls. He's very well known, and some of his rap actually changed the way the rap industry focused. I mean, one of the things that Combs did was make an 11-minute video that's going to be shown in court, and in that video they talk about how he elevated rap music to be an aspirational way of life. Also in that video that the Combs team made, you see him with his family, you see him with his children, you see him out in the community, you see him at the charter schools he created in Harlem, you see him, going around the country, visiting people, uplifting people. But again, that's just one side, the side that Combs wants the judge to see and to take into account when he's being sentenced. Then there's the other side of Combs, the side we see in the video that was leaked of him beating up Cassie in the LA hotel room, in the LA hotel hallway. And Cassie reminded the judge in her letter that she doesn't think Combs has changed. She doesn't think he's reformed. She doesn't think he's sorry, and that he deserves the maximum sentence. I'm Julie Walker. You're watching the AP News live stream of the Sean DIDDY Combs sentencing. For more, go to our website, apnews.com, or go to our AP News app.
Okay, right, I'm back on it, and there was a couple of updates, but they've disappeared at the moment, and hopefully the audio is better now, hopefully. Just let me know. Let's have a look. Prostitution causes other problems. It happens to be out in public view. General deterrence is needed. Send a message to all the victims and to the public that this defendant's crimes are serious. You can encourage or discourage abusers. At least 135 months if necessary. Judge, let's take a break. So 3 minutes ago they've gone for a break, as she probably reported, and hopefully the audio is turned better now. I think the only way I'll cure it is by restarting the stream. Right, tell you what. Yeah, it's not good though. Right, I'll tell you what, I will come back in a few moments. I'm going to fire up the laptop and telly and get this done properly. And you'll be able to hear me a lot better. And I can jump in and jump out and adjust the audio. So give me a couple of minutes and I'll be back, all right? You might not get a notification, but we'll have a better stream or you'll hear me better. So give me a couple of seconds and we'll be back. Thank you for watching, though. And we'll catch you